Hey everyone, thanks for jumping here back again. Today we're going to be talking about Cardano, the average monthly ROI. If you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on and like the video. So, we know we just recently covered ADA/USD and clearly ADA/USD isn't doing that great lately. You can see we have got downward pressure this year so far. We have been trending down against both the US dollar as well as Bitcoin, and so far we are down 40% as of today from our top. So the general idea and one of the things we always say and keep in mind when investing into ADA is that we would buy in December and sell in the first quarter of the following year. And you can see even following a simple strategy, you would have a good return. Let's check it out. For example, here, let's say theoretically speaking, you bought in December of 2018, you would have yielded a good return coming into the following year. Same thing in 2019, 2020. So if you bought in December 2019, you would have had a good return. And same thing this year, so 2020, 2021. Now, I want to show you something, guys. Basically, what this is, it's your 60 days return on your investment. What does 60 days mean? Okay, let's say theoretically speaking, you bought in the beginning of December. So your 60 days return would be at the end of January, which is 180%, which means 2.8x. Now, this isn't a perfect model and there are some issues with it because there are some large deviations between the returns of each cycle. Sometimes you get a 20 or 30% return and sometimes you get a 200% return, which is 3x. So as I said, there is a high deviation, but as we mentioned earlier, the end of each year is typically the perfect time to buy Cardano. So November, December tend to be the perfect time to accumulate. November, December is where you should be putting your money on Cardano if you want to take profit within the next 2 to 3 months. If you are aiming on larger scale, then this isn't for you. December and November are the best if you are aiming to take your profits in January and February. And as I said, December is historically the best month, which means that those that buy in November tend to make the most profit. Now, even February and January have yielded on average a 60-day ROI of 2.5 and 2.6. Why 2.5? Because this is 180% and 150%. And as I said, 100% is like 2x, so 180% is 2.8x. And as you can see, going into the middle of the year is typically not a good time if you are just looking at the 60 days ROI. September and October, so September and October tend to be negative, and this would have been proven right if we look at our yearly chart. If we look at our current chart, we can see that if you bought, theoretically speaking, of course, in November or December, you would have yielded a good return coming into the next year, coming into 2021. So you would have had a decent return. Let's say you bought in December and you sold in February, you would have yielded almost 700%, which is 8x. And going into the year, going into the summer of this year, things tend to be slightly shaky. Now, I don't mean, and I'm not claiming you won't make profit. Of course, as you can see, let's say you bought in April and you sold here, you would make a 50% return. Yeah, that's true, but it's incomparable with what you would have made if you invested in November and December. Also know that these colors just stand for the numbers, which means red stands for negative, orange stands for ROI of between 0 and 20, yellow stands for an ROI of less than 60, and so on and so forth. Now, if we look at the monthly ROI, this is the monthly ROI, and this is another chart. And I usually don't like talking about monthly ROIs because, as I said, they aren't that accurate in comparison to the 60 days or 90 days ROI. But nonetheless, we can see some similarities in the first quarter of each year. January and February tend to yield a good return for investors that come within 30 days. So whether you're aiming for a short term or for a longer time frame, the data shows that November, December tend to be perfect accumulation phases. Now the price is slightly below $2 as you can see. Let's just check it out. So it's at $1.95, but nonetheless we still hope of a breakout and of a move to the upside. I mean, I'm not here to claim that the prices will go up, but I said it and I'm gonna say it again. I'm bullish on ADA coming into 2022. I think January and February will bail those that bought at the top here. and give investors that are currently accumulating, the investors that are accumulating in November and that will accumulate also in December, a good return, a decent return on their investments. So yeah guys, this was about it. I just wanted to share something quickly. As I said, I'm bullish on ADA, so if you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel and leave the video a like. Thanks.